Have you ever felt trapped? Like the walls were closing in, and there was no way out? For generations, the Israelites lived that reality. They were slaves in Egypt, their days filled with crushing labor and their nights soaked in tears. It felt like God was silent, like he had forgotten them. But the truth is, he saw every struggle. He heard every cry. And he remembered his promise. In the midst of this darkness, a light flickered. A baby named Moses was born. The order had gone out to destroy all Hebrew baby boys. So his mother, desperate to save him, placed him in a waterproof basket and set him afloat on the Nile River. It was a prayer sent on the water. And God guided that basket right into the hands of Pharaoh's own daughter. Think about that. The enemy, Pharaoh himself, unknowingly, raised the very man God would use to bring freedom to his people. Years passed. Moses, now a man who had fled Egypt, was in the wilderness, living a quiet life as a shepherd. One day, he saw something impossible, a bush on fire, but the flames weren't consuming it. As he drew closer, a voice called out from the fire. It was God. He said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people. I have heard their cry, and I have come down to deliver them. And I am sending you. Moses was terrified. He felt completely unqualified. Who am I? He asked. But God's answer was simple, and it's the same answer he gives us today. I will be with you. With that promise, Moses returned to the heart of the empire he had fled. He stood before the most powerful man in the world and delivered God's message. Let my people go. Pharaoh's heart was hard. He refused. So God began to display his power. He sent plagues upon Egypt, not out of pure destruction, but to reveal to Pharaoh, to Egypt, and to the Israelites themselves that he alone is God. There is no other power like his. Finally, after the harrowing night of the Passover, a night of judgment and mercy, Pharaoh's will was broken. He let them go. But freedom was not so simple. Pharaoh changed his mind, and his army thundered after the fleeing Israelites, trapping them against the vast Red Sea. Imagine the terror. An impassable ocean in front of them, mountains on either side, and the world's deadliest army closing in from behind. It was the end. But for God, it was just the beginning. He told Moses to raise his staff over the water, and the sea split in two. A pathway of dry ground appeared, where there had never been a path before. The Israelites walked through the towering walls of water to safety, and when their enemies tried to follow, the sea crashed down, washing away their bondage forever. Freed at last, they entered the vast, intimidating wilderness. It wasn't easy. They grew hungry, thirsty, and afraid. They doubted God and grumbled against Moses. But even when their faith faltered, God's faithfulness never did. He sent bread from heaven called manna. He brought life-giving water gushing from a solid rock. He guided them every step of the way, a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. At the foot of Mount Sinai, amidst thunder and lightning, God gave them the 10 Commandments. These weren't meant to be heavy burdens or a list of impossible rules. They were a gift, a blueprint for how to live in freedom, how to love God, and how to love each other. It was a guide for a thriving community, set apart for a divine purpose. And yet, the people turned away. While Moses was on the mountain, they built a golden calf and worshipped it, breaking the covenant almost as soon as it was made. But even in their rebellion, God's story wasn't over. His mercy triumphed over their failure. He disciplined them, but he did not abandon them. His promise remained. The story of the Exodus is more than just ancient history. It's a living testament that God hears you, he sees you, and he fights for you. The same God who parted the Red Sea still makes a way where there is no way. The same God who provided in the wilderness is your provider today. No matter how trapped you feel, how impossible your situation seems, remember this: you are chosen, you are loved, and you are God's handiwork. He is the God who delivers. Thanks for watching, and if this story encouraged you, consider subscribing for more.